Hello, this is Dr. Nichelle Dionne. I'm creating a video for some ideas, thoughts, and considerations that you can use when participating in a group project. Many students, including myself, did not like group projects because of the accountability of some. Inside of group projects, there's usually that one person who does everything, someone who does not know what's going on, someone who disappears from the project and then come back at the very end and act like they have been there all along. So I created and used when I was in school, and I also provide these resources to my students. They do not have to use it. However, I provide the resources for accountability, because at the end of the course for a group project, for that particular assignment, I do consider the participation and the involvement of the project for their grade. So the first thing that you can incorporate is a group charter. Inside the group charter, and if your professor is not using it, you can still incorporate it, and I say include it and present it to your professor, or find out if they have something similar. So I enter the group name, and also here the name or the class can go here. And I say include this and save this for your portfolio too. Your group members, their name, phone number, and email address. The group mission, the mission statement goes here, and here is what will you be completing? What is the desired end result of this particular group project? Meeting times, and also the meeting times. Will you be meeting virtually, in person, talking on the phone? Because most people who are in college now, because only 30% of the students are typical traditional students. The rest of the people are working class people. So time is very valuable. What type of tools of communications will you use? Are you using email, Zoom, Google Meets, chats? Are you collaborating with any type of Google documents? How are you collecting all your content and things like that? Also, I'm prior service in the military, and I do believe into preparing for war during peace. So you will create your own group expectations in conflict resolution. This is something that I did, and you can use this as well. And if you want to have content and want this down, if you want to have access to this, contact me and I will send you the information, or you create your own document as well. So looking at the expectations of the group members. If a group member delays one task delivery or misses one schedule, here say he or she owes lunch or dinner to the rest of us. That's serves a warning. May want to bring a snack the next time and things like that. It's up to you. If the problem persists, you talk about what will happen then. If there's a conflict, how will the conflict be resolved? If the conflict cannot be resolved internally, what type of would you bring in the professor to talk about that conflict? Code of ethics, which involves with the relationship and the project execution. Every group member have a professional approach in serving the client's needs. So this is a particular group, and it was a team type of assignment. And for this example, to give a end result to building a database. So you have your client relationship. That's for expectation. If your client and your professor could be the client for the presentation, what you will end up presenting. Project execution. How will it be executed? How would you ensure any type of understanding of the scope, the objectives? When will that task be delivered? And also, sometimes you may have a group project that's doing the whole semester or half of the semester or the last 2 weeks or however. All that is part of the group charter and what you're presenting in that. Then you have the agreement, and everyone reads the charter after you end up placing your group charter in there, and you sign off on it. That's one. Another thing that I use is, I'm gonna come back to this one later, the peer evaluation form for group work. But here is the team/group responsibility. This is to have some type of responsibility of the task at hand. The task at hand, the deliverables, the date, the deadlines for the deliverable, and also the actual date that the team member delivered that deliverable. And again, based on the week. See, this is week. You have a week. Team responsibility. If you need more than this, I just create and copy on another page inside of here. So your group project may be 2, 3, 4 weeks, and you have different deliverables that you want to break down in order to meet that final delivery date. So you have your team member for each week. Did they participate? The task that they were assigned. What did they deliver based on those tasks? The date for each deliverable in the task, and also this is the date that was expected, and this is the date that it actually was submitted. This right here is an accountability chart, also that you can provide to your professor if there's some type of conflict or some type of discrepancies on when the particular task was done. I'm going to show you an example that I had a way back when. This is one example that I had for when I was in school. Notice it's 2011. So team member name. Let me make this a little larger so you can see it. And me, myself, participation. Did I participate? Yes, yes, no. If you didn't, it would have been no. Here's this person did not participate, and they're on the team. Task assigned. Deliverables based on the project. The date for the deliverables, and also the strategic plan and that date that had to be delivered. Notice the due dates here and how we would end up gathering our tools. We were using Dropbox. You can also use Dropbox or Google Documents or a Google Drive to collect that information. I say do not email the content back and forth. I say have one place that you can place your documents, and you share that folder. So everything is there, and also it's time stamped. You see when the content was delivered in that time stamp. Even have this particular document in there as well. Now, once that's done, this is what usually that I present to my give to my students is the peer evaluation group form. This is something that's done by the people that are in the group, and they are rating each person, and based on the rating and the feedback, this is part of the assignment. So this gets rid of the people who did no work. So if they did no work, that's a time percentage, a particular percentage that's taken out for that student's grade to show that they did no work, and also based on their group member. See, here are the different evaluation criteria, and this is given to everyone at the beginning, so you know what needs to be done. And it's given to the professor. And again, like I stated, if your professor does not have this, introduce this to your professor. Say, you know what, I seen on YouTube, I seen a video that talked about peer evaluation for group work. Can we incorporate that in our class? Also, what you can do is include it in your, if the professor is not using it, include it, include it inside of the, include it inside of the, what you deliver to the professor. Okay. And then let's come on here and have an agreement, a contract that you have. So this keeps in accountability for everyone that's in the group. So hopefully this helps you all out. And I'm not going to say it's going to make group projects much easier and better, but at least the people in your group will have some type of accountability, and you can provide that content to your professor when you're providing the deliverables for that particular group project. Okay? Thank you.